Hello, I'm Victoria. Did you know that some babies are born at home? And I have a story to read to you about exactly that. It's called Birth is Magic and it's written by Christie Murray. There was one room in Chloe's house that was completely empty. Chloe would run in and spin and spin and spin until her tummy felt sick and her eyes were full of stars. She whisked her wand around, shouting, "Abracadabra, wallamaloo!" And out came dancing hippos in rainbow shoes and flamingos with neck tutus. Chloe danced alongside them, laughing as her feet tapped on the wooden floor. One day, Chloe asked her mum what the empty room was for. "Something really special," Mum said, and she placed her hand on her belly. "I'm going to be having a baby here." Chloe looked confused. "But where are you having the baby?" she asked. "Somewhere in this room," said Mum, "if the baby wants." The next week, Chloe noticed the room was full of all kinds of things. "Will the baby be born on this bed?" asked Chloe. "If they want to," said Mum. "Will the baby be born on this rug?" asked Chloe. "If they want to," said Mum. "Will the baby be born in this pool?" asked Chloe. "If they want to," said Mum. Chloe was born in hospital, but this time Mum wanted things to be different. She trusted birth, her body, and the baby knew exactly what it needed to be born at home. "My biggest job," Mum said, "is to choose the right people to be here with us." "Can I help you choose?" asked Chloe. "You sure can," said Mum. One day, a lady knocked the door. Her name was Michelle. She bent down and said, "Hello." Chloe felt shy and hid behind her mum's back. They sat down and spent hours together, talking, laughing and crying. When Michelle left, Mum turned round and gave Chloe a big smile. "I really like her. I would like Michelle to come and visit us regularly from now on. She might even come to the birth of our baby. What do you think?" Said Chloe. "Can she bring more of those chocolate balls?" Mum laughed. "I'm sure that she can." The next morning, Chloe woke up to a present at the end of her bed. "Is this for me?" she squealed, ripping the paper off as fast as she could. Out fell rainbow pencils and a beautiful colouring book. "Chloe," Mum asked, "do you know how babies are born?" Chloe shook her head and they started to colour in. "There's a special room inside my belly where the baby lives. It's called my womb." "Your womb room," shouted Chloe. "Exactly," laughed Mum. Chloe stopped colouring and looked closely at the pregnant belly. "Does the baby live there all alone?" she asked. "It's never alone," smiled Mum. "It lives with its best friend called the placenta. They are attached to each other by a long magical cord." Chloe whispered through Mum's belly, "Hello, baby. Hello, placenta. You can come out and play now." "They're not quite ready yet," smiled Mum. "When it's time to come out, the baby will let me know. It sends a secret message to my womb that makes it start to push. My cervix and vagina then open right up and out comes the baby. After the baby is born, the placenta comes out next. The baby and placenta stay attached to each other until it's time to separate and say goodbye. There are lots of different ways to do this. Some families cut the cord between them. Others choose to burn it in a special ceremony. And some even decide to wait until the cord falls off the baby's belly. Chloe looked down at her own belly and touched it gently. "But how will I know when the baby's coming?" she asked. "I promise I'll let you know," said Mum. "But you can be a birth detective and look for clues. Clue number 1, I'll get really hungry. Clue number 2, I might have a waterfall come out from between my legs. Clue number 3, I'll start to move around and sound like a wild animal. What do you think I will sound like?" I think you'll sound like an elephant, shouted Chloe, using her arm like a trunk. I think I'll roar like a lion, growled Mum, prowling around on the ground. Chloe screamed and ran out of the room. She walked back in slowly with a sheet over her head. I think you'll sound like a ghost. Woo! A ghost, Mum laughed. That's it. She howled a lot, giving birth to Chloe. Dad heard them talking and walked into the room. It's not just the baby that comes out of Mum, you know. There will be blood and even poo, he said. You're tricking me, Chloe giggled. No, for real life, laughed Dad. Mum might even vomit. Bleh. But she's not sick or hurt. It's how her body makes way for the baby. Mum's belly grew and grew until it was the size of a beach ball. Early one morning, while Dad was still sleeping, Chloe got out of bed and tiptoed into Mum's room. She could see the rise and fall of Mum's big belly under the sheets. Chloe couldn't wait to get into bed and have a morning snuggle. She crept under the covers and touched Mum's belly. Hello, beautiful, Mum smiled, kissing Chloe's forehead. I think our baby might be coming today. Chloe's eyes grew wide with excitement. I can't wait to meet them, she said. Mum stood up and made a funny face. Ooh, she howled, leaning on the drawers. You do sound like a ghost, said Chloe. Dad appeared in the doorway and looked at them with raised eyebrows. Is the baby coming soon? Chloe asked. If they want to, gasped Mum. Before long, there was a knock on the door. Michelle, Chloe's auntie, and her little cousin had arrived. They each gave Chloe a cuddle and then went quietly into the birth room. Mum was in the water with a pained look on her face. Michelle touched her arm gently and placed a wet cloth on her neck. Mum's body was made to do this, whispered Chloe's auntie. She's so strong. Her body and her baby know exactly what they're doing. I know, said Chloe, and she skipped back into the lounge room. As the morning went on, Mum's howls became louder and louder. Chloe ran back and forth into the birth room until Michelle said, quietly, to stay this time. Dad had his hands on Mum's back. You are doing so well, he said. So close now. Chloe placed her hands beside his. Everything went quiet. Mum took a slow breath in. Come home, baby, she whispered. And then, just like magic, a baby appeared under the water. Wow, gasped Chloe. Dad guided the baby through Mum's legs and scooped it onto her chest. Hello, my darling, she smiled and pulled something sticky off its face. They all waited patiently for the baby to take its first breath. Mummy, Daddy, it's a girl, said Chloe. Everyone was so excited. Then, with a big cough, Chloe's baby sister was here. Mum climbed carefully out of the pool and then stood up and birthed her placenta. Chloe couldn't believe how big it was. She traced the umbilical cord all the way up to her baby sister's tummy. Ew, she giggled as she squished the cord in her hands. Then Mum said, I think it's time. They each lit a candle to burn the cord and say thank you to the placenta. Then Dad used a special knife he had made to cut the umbilical cord. As the sun started setting through the curtains, Chloe's family snuggled up in the birth room bed. Chloe felt a funny buzzing in the room. It's like there are bees everywhere, she explained. That's the birth magic, said Mum, and it lives inside you too. Chloe's eyes fluttered as she drifted off to sleep. Mummy, she said, I want to be a mum too one day. If you want to, smiled Mum.